Hi there, welcome to Pebble Creek Arts. Today's video is a painting in gouache of a really happy puppy. When I saw this photo, I knew I had to paint it. After buying this really small watercolor block, I knew the small format and gouache would be perfect for a quick, happy painting. I started out with black and several gray watercolor pencils. I prefer doing a Gouace underpainting before adding the final layers in color. It took a while to get this little guy sketched in. With watercolor pencils, you can actually erase a little bit up until you add water. Once you add water, the pigment sticks pretty good, though you can lift it with a wet brush. It's very important to make your marks, whether in pencil or in brush, in the direction of the fur. Making the marks in the wrong direction makes the subject look strange if you're going for a more realistic look. Here I am adding the water to the watercolor pencils so it soaks into the paper. Going in the direction of the fur again. Alright, for the background, I moved on to the tube colors of gouache. And again, I only used black and grays to get my underpainting in. It makes it a lot easier to get the tones right and everything in the right location before you move on to worrying about whether or not you have the right color. For me, anyway. Alright, moving on to the first color layer. It's important to thin the gouache with water if you are glazing over your underpainting. That way you can still see through to the first layer. Sometimes, however, you need to make corrections and you'll need to leave the paint a little thicker for that. So kind of just glazing over this puppy with the right colors. And then it's just moving on to darkening him up and shifting the colors a little one way or the other. Getting the details more leveled in, crisper. Gouache is kind of funny because the darks dry lighter and the lights dry darker, and that can make it more difficult, but as long as you're working in layers, you'll eventually get there. You just keep adding more layers, and since I like to work in layers, it works for me. And gouache dries really fast. So here I am darkening the puppy up because he needs to be darker than the background so that he comes forward more. Everything in the foreground should be more saturated. I have a tutorial coming soon over different types of watercolor blocks and paper, so look for that in the next couple of weeks. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give it a like. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you soon.